What's up, YouTube? Triton Carbide here, bringing you my Peacekeeper review. The Revolution map pack was released today, and for the first time ever, they introduced a gun, the Peacekeeper. What was advertised to be a hybrid SMG and assault rifle, truth be told, it is. Real quick about the gameplay. This is domination on grind. This is the first time I've ever used the Peacekeeper. I finally got into a lobby after about 10 minutes of, sorry, servers are down, LOL. And I only had about an hour to play, so I got a whopping 4 games in. This is the best one. You can laugh at me if you want to, but at least it's a positive gameplay. And the competition in the Revolution map pack only kind of lobby, way tougher than normal pubs. I can tell you that right now. But I did have a lot of fun. There's 3 Prestige Masters in this freaking lobby to even give a hint of how good the competition was in here. Yeah, I know Prestige doesn't mean they're good, but it just means time, blah blah blah. But it's better competition, believe me. So anyway, on to the review. First and foremost, like I said, I had 4 games with this. I'm not about to say the gun is the best gun in the game. I'm not going to say the gun's the worst gun in the game. I'm pretty much going to keep this purely factual, purely statistical. Drifter, another commentator, was so kind to wake up really early this morning and just do a whole lot of weapon testing. So Drifter, thank you very much for the numbers. Okay, the Peacekeeper is available for you right away, right when you download the Revolution map pack. Doesn't matter if you're rank 4 or 55. If you can create a custom class, you can create the Peacekeeper class. There are some bugs with it. There are some games that I spawned without the Peacekeeper completely, so just kind of hang in there. I'm sure they'll work them out. But as long as you can create a custom class, you can use the Peacekeeper. Simple as that. It's located with all the other SMGs. So the big one, damage. It is tied for the lowest damage SMG in the game. Max damage is 33, but for an SMG, shouldn't be too shocked. The MP7, the Vector, the Triton, and the Scorpion all do a maximum of 33 damage. But where the Peacekeeper shines, it does 33 damage from 0 meters all the way to 34 meters, which is way longer than any other SMG in the game. This is where it talks about the assault rifle hybrid. 35 to 36 meters, the damage drops to 22. 64 meters, the damage goes to the minimum, 18, as is all other SMGs in the game. So you're going to need between 4 to 6 shots to kill with this gun. But this is way better range than all other SMGs. For comparison's sake, take the MP7. Like I said before, that one does 33 damage, but only up to 18 yards in comparison to the Peacekeeper's 34 meters. I'm sorry, I said 18 yards, it's 18 meters, compared to the Peacekeeper's 34 meters. 22 damage from 19 to 26 meters for the MP7. Meanwhile, the Peacekeeper's doing 22 damage up to 63, more than double. And then, obviously, the MP7 goes 18 damage from 26 meters on. So this thing is really good at medium to long distance. The recoil on this thing is really low. There's never going to be a need for grip on this at all. Don't even think about putting it on. Further example of this, the Scorpion Evo and the Triton. Those things do 33 max damage also, but to 10 yards compared to the Peacekeeper's 34. They do 22 damage from 11 meters to 20 meters. Again, Peacekeeper blows it out of the water. So distance-wise, this thing is pretty much assault rifle. This thing has assault rifle range with SMG rate of fire. Speaking of rate of fire, it's only 700, which is on actually the lowest of all SMGs. It's on par with assault rifles. But it's not the slowest by far. The PDW-57 and the MSMC do fire at 720 rounds per minute. If you put rapid fire on this thing, you look at 900 rounds per minute, which now is SMG. Now the recoil is going to be a little worse. It's going to have a little more vertical recoil. From what I heard, I haven't used it myself. It's going to be something maybe a little less than the Scorpion Evo, but maybe a little more than the MP7 kind of in there. If you can handle that kind of recoil, you should do just fine. So there's barely any horizontal recoil on this thing whatsoever. But the big drawback is if you use rapid fire, it decreases the range by 60%. It's not that bad with the Peacekeeper though, but all the advantage that you have in range with this gun is pretty much knocked off, and you're basically using an SMG that fires 700 rounds per minute. So, I'm sorry, 900 rounds per minute. So basically you have a cool looking SMG. So if you use select fire and rapid fire, you can do 3-shot bursts at 900 rounds per minute. Kind of cool. I don't think I would use that combination though. There is no burst delay on this gun when you use 3-round bursts though. You keep hitting that trigger, you're going to shoot those bullets up to 900 rounds per minute as fast as you can pull that trigger. So I think that's pretty cool that they did that. I did find out that the silencer does decrease the range by 30% if you use that. Long barrel increases the range by 15%. Because this thing has such massive range for an SMG, I really don't think the long barrel is a necessary attachment, but there might be some maps where you really want to get that long range of sight, so you can use that. Now, for my pet peeve, this frustrates me, and the fact that they did this, I'm praying this is a bug. This cannot be right. David Vonderhaar, tell me this is a bug. No headshot multiplier. If you shoot someone in the head, you might as well shoot him in the freaking stomach. The only need to hit someone in the head with this gun is to unlock your camos. If you want diamond camo, if you want gold camo with this, only reason. Other than that, don't bother. That frustrates me beyond belief. The head is such a small target. You need to be rewarded when you shoot somebody in the freaking head. I really hope that's not just me. If you're unsure how this works, every gun in this game is given what's called the headshot multiplier. If a gun does 33 damage and maybe the headshot multiplier is 1.2, take 33 times 1.2. That's the damage that you do when you shoot somebody in the head. I think it should be a 2 max 3-shot kill for any gun in the game if you shoot someone in the head. But that's just how I roll. This does not have a headshot multiplier. The only gun in this entire game that does not have one. It frustrates me. It's irritating to me. It should be irritating to you too, because you need to be rewarded. You get a medal that says headshot. With this gun, it doesn't matter. But, okay, enough pet peeve. So, with the damage discussed, with the rate of fire discussed, how long does it take to kill somebody? Well, it's the slowest of all SMGs in close quarters. Reason being, it has the lowest rate of fire with just the same amount of damage. It has low damage compared to all other SMGs and the slowest rate of fire. So it's not going to be the best time to kill that you're going to come upon. If you run into someone with an MP7, you run into someone with a Scorpion Evo, you're toast. That's just all there is to it. But it is better than some of the assault rifles at medium to long range. So this gun has a really good hybrid mix of SMG, has a really good mix of assault rifle. I don't know how I feel about the gun though. I'll save it for a little bit later. ADS, it is slower than all the SMGs. It's 0.24 seconds. All other SMGs are 0.22 seconds. But let's be honest, with lag compensation, that 0.02 seconds, not really going to matter. I wish I wouldn't have thrown that C4 there. I wish I just would have shot him, then I might have had a chance to kill that guy. Anyway. Reload is pretty much right on par with all other SMGs. 1.96 seconds. If you want, throw the fast mags on there. The clip is 30 bullets. If you use extended magazines, it goes up to 40. That's my biggest complaint with this gun. 30 rounds. I don't mind the rate of fire because it has such a low recoil and it has such good range. I don't mind. But the magazine is pretty small. It's pretty abysmal. I found myself killing one person, reloading, someone comes around the corner, I die. I found that happening to me a lot. So, fast mags, extended mags, probably be a pretty good option. This is clearly a mid to long range weapon. I probably wouldn't use it on really small maps like Hijacked unless you plan on just sticking to the sides. Then you might do really well with it. One thing I want to discuss real quick, camos. A lot of people have questions. Why did I not use C4 there? Well, anyway, a lot of people had questions on how camos work with this gun. How does diamond camo work? How does gold camo work? Well, gold camo is going to work with this gun just like every other SMG in the game. If you get all the headshots and you do all the challenges, you get gold. Basically, the way to think of this is under the SMG class, but it's a standalone gun. Kind of. You can take the original 6 SMGs and get diamond camo without ever touching the Peacekeeper. However, in order to get the Peacekeeper diamond camo, you need all 6 other SMGs to have diamond camo. So to get diamond camo on the PDW or the MSMC or the MP7, you don't need to touch the Peacekeeper. But to get the Peacekeeper diamond camo, you need to get diamond camo on, or gold camo, I'm sorry, on every other SMG. I hope I explained that correctly. not terribly difficult to understand, but just kind of think of it as standing alone, but dependent on all the other SMGs, if that makes a lick of sense for you guys. Overall, I don't know how much I'm going to use this gun. I'm not that big of a fan of the 30-round magazine when I can go use the PDW, sacrifice distance, but I'm going to get a little bit better rate of fire, and I'm going to be able to take 2, 3, or 4 guys down in a single magazine. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not going to give up on it after 4 games. I think that would be kind of foolish of me, but I don't know how often I see myself using this gun in the future. Maybe it might be my favorite gun. It certainly looks cool enough. I might not ever put a camo on this gun because I kind of like the whitish silverish blue look that it has to it. But who knows? We'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what maps you like. I kind of like Grind. It has a good close quarter in the middle, good long lines of sight in the end, and not that many head glitching spots, surprisingly, in Black Ops 2. Amazing. If you like the video, guys, give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, I have more gun reviews. I'm going to have more gun reviews. I still have them to review. I would love it. I have some weekly series going. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. I appreciate it. See you, YouTube.